Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Cut Line, presented by the Hoosier Network. I'm Graham Nash, joined by the Sith Lord, Andrew Hillsman, in the darkness. Andrew,
oh yeah,
you look very daunting today.
well, I have this light behind me that if I had it on, you wouldn't be able to see my face. So I
Yep.
just have a lamp set up here, settling into my living situation at Keene, New Hampshire for a summer internship. So it's fun out here, but you got to keep the podcast going wherever you are. We didn't get your episode in Australia, which I really wanted to do, but oh well.
I know.
You were like a whole day ahead, so
Yeah.
that kind of made a difference. But we're back. Exciting weekend. This will be a shorter episode, not a ton to talk about, but always an exciting week in pro golf. The calendar never stops. I'm ready to break it down. Let's do it.
That's right. Let's do it. The Charles Schwab Challenge was won by Mr. Ben Griffin. His second win over the course of 5 starts, finished 12 under, most notably beating Scottie Scheffler and Tommy Fleetwood by 4. It's his first solo tour win. His first win was the Valspar team event with Andrew Novak. Andrew Hillsman, I'll just say to you, very good win, very impressive win from him.
Yeah, he fended off some quality opponents in this one. Ben Griffin is a guy that his story is really fun. We talked about it after he and Andrew Novak won the Zurich Classic. Or was it the Valspar? I
Yeah,
thought it was,
no, you're right.
it was the
Zurich.
Zurich, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Jersey Tap.
they won that, and I discovered that he used to do, he took a break from pro golf to do, I think it was like insurance work or something,
Yeah.
or something along that. And then he came back, and now he's, I guess, had a career resurgence. This happened, I think it was in 2021 or 2022. So it's cool to see a guy who, maybe thought his career was just, or needed a pause or was on the downturn. He's having success now. I think it's awesome story, and it's hard not to root for a guy like that.
Totally agree. Yeah, he started on the PGA Tour Canada, earned Korn Ferry status in 2018, but then missed 6 cuts in 8 events, and then just due to burnout and financial strain, he quit. He worked a desk job until 2021, worked his way back, and now he's a 2-time champion. That's a pretty
It's
cool
incredible.
story. He was plus 6,500 pre-event, came away with the win, and also came away with a new car. The Schwab has one of the coolest traditions in golf. Ben Griffin won a 1992 Defender. Last year, Davis Riley, he won, and he got a 1975 Stingray. Andrew, what car would you choose?
Okay, so I just thought of this, and my perfect answer, but I have to ask a clarifying question. Do you think there's any restrictions? Like, there's got to be some restrictions or a cost that, like, you can't go out and buy like an old Ferrari F40 because that's going to set them back like $4.5 million.
There's got to be.
However, I would probably take, and I can't drive a stick, um, so I would have to learn it, but I would see if they can find a 1964 Aston Martin DB5 that, like the James Bond car.
Oh, dude.
You know the one.
I
Oh
know
my
the
gosh,
one.
that would be sweet. Either that or just, some like sports car or like I don't know. What about you? What would you take?
I don't know. I'm got to admit, I'm not like a huge car knower.
Me neither, yeah.
Like, I
But
don't.
that was the first one. When you asked me the question, I'm like, okay, that would actually be pretty sick because it looks like these guys they're not like modern cars. They're sort of vintage. You look at last year, Davis Riley won a 1975 car, Ben Griffin a 1992 Land Rover, which looks sweet, by the way. If you've
It
seen a
does.
picture of it, hey, it's awesome. Um, but yeah, I feel like there's got to be some restrictions, just like financial. Like you don't want to charge them like for some ultra rare $10 million car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you go with?
I don't know. My first thought was like, oh, like a McLaren or a Ferrari, but again, like that's gonna set them back like
A
centuries.
lot of money, right?
So I really don't know, dude. I feel like the Stingray looked sick, like an old car like that Davis Riley won last year. I saw some pictures of it. Just like to
Yeah.
have like one of those old, like more vintage type feel cars. I think that'd be very cool.
Okay. So I looked up the price of that Aston Martin that I was talking about. Uh, Usually it goes for in the 7-figure range. So we might have to chalk that one up. Yeah, the lowest it goes is like 800 grand. So I'll probably have to come up with
Oh,
something else, but I don't think I'm in danger of winning that tournament anytime soon.
yeah.
So they don't have to worry about me.
Schwab's all right. They don't have to be concerned
I'm
about
sure they've
Andrew
got plenty
Hillsman.
of money. Yeah,
They
no.
they do.
Maybe in a couple of years when I start banking retirement funds, then they got to worry about me. But
There you go.
that's a long way off, hopefully. Maybe not. Who knows?
Hopefully.
But yeah,
Well,
I love that tradition. I wish golf tournaments had like more of those things that, sets them apart because I think a lot of people probably don't know about the car thing with Schwab. Certainly I didn't before we started, writing out this episode. And I think it's awesome just to see, the creativity that these event organizers have. It gives the players an extra incentive to come out and play, even if it's not a signature event.
yeah, I agree. The only one other ones that I know about is at the RBC you get the plaid jacket, and then
Yes, which
at the
is really cool.
Valero, it is very cool.
I love how that's right after Masters Week.
I know. It's like what?
So it's like you got to bunch all the jackets into one, I
I
guess.
guess so. They all go in that window.
Yep.
Who knows? And then the Valero, they do those boots, the cowboy boots, because it's in
Those
Texas.
are sweet.
Those are also fun. But yeah,
Isn't that right before the Masters? The Valero's right before the Masters. Why are all these fun events like right next to each other? Like, what is this?
what is this? Yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
so
man.
weird. Whatever. The car is a little bit
Oh, that's
removed from
funny.
the Masters, so
That's
they
funny.
get a break. We've got
Yep.
another very, very cool tournament upcoming. It's the Memorial Tournament, Jack Nicklaus's tournament. Signature event
Yes.
7 of 8. One Scottie Scheffler is the defending champion. Since we're recording this episode on Tuesday,
This is a Tuesday. Yep.
is a Tuesday. We've already got featured groups, which is
Ooh.
exciting. Jordan Spieth and Xander Schauffele, Scottie Scheffler and Sepp Straka.
Oh
That
my
is
God. Are you kidding me?
electric. No, I'm dead serious, dude.
Yes. Oh, that's like the cut line special. You and I
It
both love
is.
Scotty, and obviously we love Sepp Straka on this show. That's a
I
common
know.
theme. Dude, I will be tuning in.
I will be as well. I
I have
will.
to watch this. I have to.
I know. I'm absolutely going to
Oh,
be
that's
watching.
incredible.
Then
So
we've
now is it is
also,
it just is it just twosomes for the
it's just
first?
twosomes. Yeah. That's how small the
Oh, I
field
guess because
is.
it's a signature event, then
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's
Then we've
sweet.
also got Victor Hovland and Ludwig Oberg. That'll be
That'll be
fun.
fun.
Hideki Matsuyama and Colin Morikawa. Justin Thomas and Patrick Cantlay. And Russell Henley with Keegan Bradley.
I
That's a
like it.
that's a fun last one as well. The
Notably, who's
no,
out?
Mr. Rory McIlroy is
Now,
not
what's up with that?
playing. And also something that I saw like right before we started recording is that he didn't call Jack to tell him that he wasn't playing. Jack just
What?
found out through the grapevine that Rory would not be at a
What?
tournament. And
That
yeah,
seems very un-Rory like. I don't know about you, but
it
like,
does.
I mean, he wasn't good at the PGA, and he hasn't played an event since.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Jack,
Nicholas said he was surprised.
yeah, he said he was surprised. He
Dang,
wasn't,
I am too.
yeah, he wasn't like offended. Jack,
No,
he
I don't
was
think he would be.
he
Yeah.
wasn't offended. He said he was like, I'm a big Rory fan. I know that he has his process and he only likes to play X number of tournaments in a row, and
Right.
he likes playing a tournament right before a major championship.
Hmm.
So, the US Open's upcoming. It seems like
Right.
probably like this is just the way his schedule goes. And Jack
That
was
makes
like,
sense.
I've had to make those calls. Everyone's had to make those calls, but Rory didn't make the call. He just said, I'm not, he just didn't play.
Yeah.
He just didn't enter.
So we can probably expect to see Rory at the Canadian Open next weekend, June 5th through 8th.
He loves that tournament. I'm pretty sure he'll
Yep.
he'll be playing in that again. Um,
Well, that's yeah, right before the US Open. Oakmont is going to be a great host site, I think.
I think so too. I think so too. It's like this is the longest golf course they can find. Like
Oh,
it doesn't get
entirely.
longer than
Yeah.
this one.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
by
Guys
the
are going to be
way,
mashing the ball. Okay. All right. What do we
yeah.
got?
I was asked this weekend, and I wanted to ask you,
Okay.
how do you feel about the golf ball rollback?
I think it is the dumbest thing I have ever heard of. I hate it. I think it's awful. I think it is the dumbest thing ever.
Really?
Why? What is the point?
Because you can't make
I
golf
don't
courses
get
longer
I know
anymore.
you can't, but this is how sports work. Like this is just like do you think in basketball do they make the ball less bouncy? Like what? Like it's probably not a great analogy, but you can't change something that is so fundamental to the game and force people who create golf balls, they're already conforming to rules, right?
Yeah.
They're stretching the limits of those rules, yes, but they are already conforming to rules that I think are put in place to have regulations. I don't think that it is fair to us as consumers to see, because I don't know, some people say the rollback would be for all USGA balls or just stuff that's played on tour. The whole thing with golf is that, well, obviously, it's true to an extent, is that we see the guys on tour play the exact same things that we can play, right? So I don't see the point. I know that these guys match the ball a mile and you can't make golf courses longer. However, I don't see the problem with how golf is played right now. It's still challenging as all get out. We don't see guys shooting 63, 62 every time they step on a golf course. Golf is still hard. There's no need, because then what are they going to do? Shorten the courses? All these courses have already had adjustments to them, especially these ones that are going to host PGA Tour events. All of them have already had adjustments to make them long as possible. You go here with the rollback, they're going to play the member tees. Like, I personally don't get it.
That's fair. I think,
I think there
there's an
is some
argument that,
validity to it.
yeah.
But I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I think if they do it, what they should do is they should just make the pros play it and then make it like available to everyone else.
Yeah,
If they want to
sure.
play it, you can, but
Yeah,
don't make it a must for everyone
yeah.
else. There's no
Right,
reason for you and
especially,
I to be
right.
playing that ball.
Well, obviously, we won't be bound by USG regulations when we're going out and playing on the weekend with like Austin Platt and Henry Thuss. But when you go, if you're ever going to play, I'm sure this is probably more applicable to you than me. If you ever want to go play a tournament, when you have free time, hey, I'll sign up for like an amateur tournament. You will have to play whatever ball the USGA deems as conforming, and if that's the rollback ball, you got to play the rollback ball. And there's a huge problem if like it doesn't even stretch to the pros. Like guys win money off non PGA Tour tournaments, but guys also just want to test their skills. If the rollback ball isn't available to those who aren't playing in events, and then you have to go use an event, which I don't think would happen, that's a huge problem, because how are they going to practice and get used to it?
Yeah, that's fair. I just think that it would be it opens the door for golf courses that have been crossed off the major championship list to be added
To
back
be
to it.
Yes, it
That's why I
does.
like it.
I guess that's a good thing about it, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like it is necessary in the current landscape of golf. Because I still think that the game is not it's not a perfect game, and you can do other things to courses to make them difficult.
Yeah. Fair. You still got to hit it
That's my
straight.
thoughts on it. You do, exactly. I mean, I know that. I
Yeah.
stink at it, but I know it. And you look at how deep the rough is going to be playing, like at Oakmont. You drop your ball in there. You think back to what? I think it was LA Country Club a couple of years ago, how deep
Mhm.
that rough was. I don't see the need to do a rollback.
All right. Well, we'll see what
I
happens.
think the games can still be made as difficult as it needs to be.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a timeline on this or if I haven't heard any recent news. I just brought it up
It'll happen
because
whenever PGA and Live merge.
never, AKA
So
in
never.
parentheses, never.
So
Uh,
who knows when?
who knows when?
No. Yeah.
Speaking of Live, still no news. Their next tournament
Yep.
is June 6th through 8th, Live Golf
Yep.
DC. So we get to breeze right
So
past them.
interesting. They'll play the week before the U.S. Open,
They
just
do.
like Rory.
They do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like did they do that for the Masters? I don't remember if they did. I don't think they did.
They did it for the PGA, I'm pretty sure. I think they
Yes,
did it for the
they
Masters.
must have. If they're gonna do it for all those,
I'm pretty sure they did.
because Masters Week was what, the start of April. I'll pull up the Live Golf schedule. I don't know these things off the top of my head, even though I probably should. You look at completed events, and Masters Week was what? April.
12?
Okay, so they did. They played at Trump National Doral in Miami the week
Yeah, that's
before.
right. Yeah, the Masters was the
Holy
10th through the
cow, the
14th.
winning team score of that event was +4.
What?
Yeah. How
Holy
hard was
cow.
that course playing? Oh my
What did
God.
what did the Indy shoot? The individual champion.
Mark Leishman won at 6 under. Charles Schwartzel was second at 5 under, and Sergio Garcia was third at 4 under.
Wow. It must have been playing pretty
It's
tough.
brutal.
Yeah. They only played 3 rounds though, so they didn't have the fourth to go
That's right.
deeper.
Still,
But
though, no
still,
team being under par is interesting.
yeah, that is very interesting.
Anyway, that's old news. It's
Yeah.
time for everyone's favorite segment. It's gimme time. Let's do it.
Whoop.
Whoop,
Gimmies.
whoop.
We're
Yep.
starting out very hot. The NCAA championship is being played, I think, as we speak right now. It might just be finishing up the semifinals, but Ole Miss junior Michael Lasasso won the NCAA individual title, and he likely also earned himself an invite to the Masters in 2026. It was a huge performance for Ole Miss, the team that he plays for, who they made the
Yep.
match play segment by one shot, and
Wow.
the bracket was set like this. Ole Miss was seeded eighth. They took down number one Arizona State in extras. It was phenomenal. I watched it. Tom
Extras?
Fisher in extras. They went to three
Oh,
playoff
playoff
holes.
holes? Okay.
Yeah,
So, like how
extras.
they did it at the players sort of thing
Yeah.
with
Well,
aggregate.
it
Okay.
wasn't an aggregate. It was just normal,
Oh.
like sudden death. They just tied 2 holes in a row, and then it
Oh,
went
I
to the
got you.
third.
Okay.
It was
Cool.
super cool. This kid, Tom
Nice.
Fisher, won on the third playoff hole. Took down ASU's ace. Fisher, he started as a walk-on at that team.
Wow.
So super,
Good for
super,
him.
super cool story. Yeah.
There you go.
But Ole Miss took down Arizona State to play Oklahoma State, who beat Oklahoma in the quarterfinals, which
Those
that
teams are good,
those
man.
teams are good. That's a dramatic rivalry as well in
Oh,
golf.
yeah. Yep.
And then on the other side of the bracket, number 3 Florida beat number 6 Texas and will play number 7 Virginia, who upset number 2 Auburn to make it to the semis. Auburn, they are the defending champions, will not go back to back. And so the number 1 and the number 2 are out of it. And it's being
Wow.
played right now. Andrew, did you
Yep. I just
find
pulled it
anything?
up. It looks like yeah, the final four, I guess. They do singles matches. This is round two. Virginia, Florida, Oklahoma State, and Ole Miss are the final four teams. Virginia looks like they won. They beat Florida, it looks like.
Wow.
Um 4-1 in singles matches. And let's see. Did doesn't look like the Ole Miss got. Oh wait, no, I'm not looking at the right one. Oops.
Oh, I
Um,
gotcha.
and then it looks like Oklahoma State and Ole Miss have their match.
Yeah, so
Oh no, no, this is happening right now. I'm blind.
yeah.
Um, okay, so right now Virginia is leading 4-1, and I don't know if Florida can come back.
No,
So I think
yeah, that
Florida
one's
might be
done.
out. That one looks like it's done. However, um, Oklahoma State and Ole Miss are still going. Um, Lots are tied. There's one that's done, but all four of the remaining singles matches are on the back nine. So
Yeah.
interesting to see. That's all squared right now. So
Very, very interesting. It looks like Ole Miss is in the better spot as of now. Oklahoma
yep,
State is one up in one of the remaining one, two, three, 4 matches, and
yep.
then Ole Miss is up two in 2 of the remaining 4, and then one's
Yep.
tied. So
Interestingly enough, yeah, Preston Stout beat Michael Asasso 5-4.
yeah, crushed them. That's
Yeah,
crazy. So man, Ole Miss, the 8 seed could be moving through, but
it's possible.
regardless, Virginia, the 7 seed, is through to the final, which will be tomorrow. I'm not sure on
Assuming to be
time.
tomorrow. Yep.
I'm
Not
not
sure
sure on
because it's being
time.
played in California, I believe.
It is.
All
The
right.
quarters today, I think, started at 1 or 1:30, and then
Sure.
the semis started at 6. So I'm
Yep.
guessing it's one of those. They'd
Yep.
probably go with 6 because that's more prime time for the Golf Channel, but
That would make sense.
who knows? We've got more NCAA golf news. David Ford of UNC, North Carolina, won the 2025 Fred Haskins Award, which is the Heisman for
Is
golf.
that not the didn't we talk about the Ben Hogan Award last week? There's must be two trophies.
Oh, there must be.
I get you did it does say this one is listed as the Heisman of golf. I'll look up
Yeah.
if there's like a difference. Fred Haskins Award versus Ben Hogan Award.
Very interesting.
So, so there's actually three of them. Huh.
What?
So, yeah, there's three. What?
What are we doing?
Okay, so Golf Digest, this is a story from a couple of years ago, says much like college football, various groups with connections to college golf have over time created season ending honors as a way to help promote the sport. Three National Player of the Year awards have emerged as prizes for collegiate golfers to aspire to win: the Ben Hogan Award, the Jack Nicklaus Award, and the Fred Haskins Award. So, looks like not all of them are alike. The most unique is the Hogan Award given out by the Friends of Golf in conjunction with the Golf Coaches Association of America and Colonial Country Club. So 2022 or in 2002, the criteria changed to account for more specifically for performance, although it's not just a player's college results that are considered by a panel of voters, but also finishes in amateur competitions and any professional events played. So that would make sense why Luke Clanton won it.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
there is yeah. And then I
Okay.
go down here. Then a panel of college coaches votes on the Nicholas Award, which has been given by the Golf Coaches Association of America since 1988. That's named immediately after the NCAA championship. And then the
Right.
Haskins Award is handed out by the Country Club of Columbus in Georgia, where Haskins was the head professional. It's voted on by current D1 players, a panel of coaches, SIDs, media, and past Haskins winner, and the winner gets named in, I guess, late May or early June. So
Wow.
everybody can win, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it was named today, and it was David Ford, who
Yep.
I didn't realize he had this good of a season. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. He led the nation in scoring average, just above 68.7.
Oh, wow.
Also led the nation in wins with 5. And he led the UNC, he set the UNC single season record for scoring combined score to par at 89 under, average
Holy
score
cow.
to par per round, and rounds in the 60s. He shot 25 rounds in the 60s.
2000 Tiger, is that you? Is he back?
Stanford
He must be
Tiger,
back.
is that you?
That's incredible.
He also locked up the #1 spot in the PGA Tour U program and has secured himself a PGA Tour card for next season. He's a lefty as well. Fair, just fun
Hey,
fact.
there you
We got
go.
got a lefty on back on the scene.
Nice.
But
We need a new lefty to
we do.
take the Mickelson mantle.
We do. That's right. While we're talking about the Tar Heels, though, it is a good time to be a Tar Heel. UNC women's lacrosse won the NCAA tournament not long ago. UNC baseball won the ACC tournament not long ago. Davis Ford obviously just got these two awards, and then Ben Griffin won the Schwab. He's a Tar Heel as well. So
Yep.
UNC just cleaning up right now, cleaning house. It's impressive.
They've got a lot of solid programs there, man.
Yeah.
I think UNC beat, I want to say, Northwestern in the national championship for women's lacrosse. Those are two
Mm,
like dynasties, like Celtics,
yeah.
Lakers of the 80s. Those two are.
Right. Very, very cool. Another PGA Tour U card was handed out. That was Jackson Kovan. I think that's how you say his name. He
Koiven, maybe? Who
Koiven.
knows?
He
Yeah.
won the Fred Haskins last year and earned the third PGA Tour U card of the season. The first obviously went to Luke Clanton, and then the second to David Ford. That's going to wrap up our NCAA talk, but we're going to
Sure
stay
is.
in the amateur realm. Talk about Charlie Woods. He's back on the scene. He had one of the craziest scorecards I've ever seen in my life in the AJGA tournament that's being played this week. Actually, the second round just finished. He shot 2 under yesterday. It was 70 with 3 pars, 8 birdies, 5 bogeys, a triple, and an eagle.
What?
His scorecard looks like a
Dude, like
rainbow.
yeah, it looks like a rainbow, and then you end up with a 270. So it doesn't, if you just look at the score, oh, he shot 70. No, he had a roller coaster.
He did.
It is impressive to stay that, mentally focused and have the ability to just, forget about a bad shot that you hit. You have a triple bogey. If I triple a hole, I'm like, that's round screwed. Like I
Yeah,
can't score low. These guys are just different, man.
they are. He
I mean,
then
he's kind of got that killer gene in him. Like his dad is probably the greatest mental game
killer.
golfer we'll ever see. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that killer instinct on the course.
Yeah. Well, he had a phenomenal day today, did Charlie Woods. He fired a 65 7 under. In the second day of the
Whoa.
tournament,
Okay, Charlie, there we go.
this is the Team TaylorMade Invitational. He is tied
Ah,
for second at 9 under with Miles Russell, a big junior name in the world of junior golf. It's a field of 72 players, and Luke Colton, not Clanton,
not Luke
Colton.
Clanton. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think Luke
Luke,
Clanton's eligible for those anymore.
no, Luke Colton is in the lead at 10 under. So Charlie Woods one back going
He's
into
one
what I believe
back.
is the final day. That's very cool.
Yeah, yeah. If Clanton was playing, they'd be like, "Who let you in here?
How did you get back here?
Hey, how did you get back here? You've already won enough here."
You've won a few of
That'd be
these.
funny.
Time to leave.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple, a couple.
Let's talk
Oh
live
man,
just for a little bit longer.
do it.
Live Golf League has told its players that contract renewals will not be included, or excuse me, will not include large upfront payments that were given upon initial signing. So, DJ's contract expires this year. Brooks and Bryson's expire next year. John Rahm, he's locked up longer term, but there's some concern now that Dustin Johnson, or not Rahm, Brooks and Bryson might leave.
Yeah. Well, I don't think, especially with DJ and Brooks, I don't think the PGA would welcome them back with open arms,
Mm,
especially not DJ. I
yeah.
don't think they ever want him back. I also don't think he's playing well enough to contend on the PGA. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-mm.
But you think about it. These guys, they want their money first, and then they want to go play, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. In live, that's how that works. That's how it works in, you have signing bonuses, but a lot of these guys, I think they got used to inking these huge contracts as the league started. And now the league, if they want to change that, that's up to them. I don't think it's that the coffers are running dry at all. I just think they want to change their format so guys can't just come in, get a quick buck, play a season, and leave.
Mm, yeah.
It's
See,
not good for live though. I don't think.
no, I don't either. That was their brand, was pay up front
Yeah,
and get
right.
them that way. But we'll see what happens. If they lose Bryson, it's kind of over.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing what the major draw is if they don't have Bryson. And I don't
Yeah.
think Bryson wants to leave. I think he likes it there. I
Seems
think they
like
give
it.
him creative freedom to do what he wants with YouTube, with social media, with sponsorships. But at the same time, the legacy conversation also has to be had.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Speaking
And
of
I
the
don't think
social
you can carve it
media,
out. I don't think you can carve that out on live. I just don't.
yeah. Not with what Scottie and Rory are doing on the PGA right now. They're
No
putting
chance.
together unbelievable runs, and Bryson just
Yep.
can't creep into the conversation because he can't win the majors, which is the one time he plays against those two guys.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Speaking of the social media part, the Live Duels are returning soon. There will be duels surrounding the event in DC, which is the 6th through the 8th
It's the
or
next one.
whatever, the
Yep.
next
Yep.
one. Also, the event in the UK, and then Dallas and Chicago. This one, the DC Duels, is going to be on the Brian Bros YouTube channel. The last one was on Grant Horvat's channel. This is interesting. There's a lot of drama after the last one with Wesley
Oh yeah.
Bryan
Yeah, I
and the
wonder how that's gonna
PGA.
go.
Me
Yeah.
too. I feel like
Does
Liv's
Wesley
about
Bryan
to
just go
sign.
in and you think they'll sign him?
Yeah, I
But
think that's
who wants him on their team? He's not very good.
no. He's
Like
not very
he's just
good.
not. I mean no offense to him, but he's not. I don't think he can compete with the live guys. And the live
Yeah,
guys, some of them aren't very good either, but I don't think he's got it.
he draws eyes. I think
He
that's their
does.
biggest
Yes.
draw
Yeah.
for him.
That's what they want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they need at this point. They just need eyes.
Yep.
So they can't have it. But
Yeah.
I watched like the first half of a whole of the duels on Grant's channel, the last one, and I didn't like it that much. So
No, yeah. I think the PGA, the Creator Classic is a lot more fun.
yeah, I agree. It needs to be televised. It can't be on YouTube, I don't
Agreed.
think.
Yeah.
But
It's not sustainable.
very sad gimme upcoming. Will Zalatoris announced that he had surgery following the PGA Championship to repair two herniated discs in his back. This is his second surgery within like the last six
Oh
months.
man.
Um, it's a tough break. That's a tough look.
Yeah, it is. And you think about I almost liken it to, when a pitcher gets Tommy John surgery for their UCL reconstruction, right? Once you've got a good chance to come back and be fine. When you get a second Tommy John the odds go down a lot more. If you get a third, your career is over.
Yeah.
It's three strikes and you're out. So I just with how fast Will Zalatoris has had these two surgeries on his back, I worry about him, man. I hope
Yeah.
he's great because he has so much untapped potential. You remember that Masters run he made? I think it was what 2022.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "This guy's the next big thing." He mashes the ball. He's precise around the greens, but he couldn't stay healthy. And now he has another. This is a major surgery. I'm surprised. He said he's looking forward to seeing everyone in the fall. So maybe there's hopes he's back this season. But to repair herniated discs, that's pretty major. Any work on the back is like, dude, you're playing with fire, especially with a guy with that violent of a golf swing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. No, I
Because you think
agree.
about, he changed his mechanics, but how long as a junior had he been going with those swing mechanics that are just ripping up his back? I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's a good question. I mean, I kind of swing in a way that's not very good for your back. I'm also trying to change that, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
so
but you
hard.
don't contort
It's
it in ways that shouldn't like it doesn't look unnatural. Will
right.
Zalatoris' swing before he fixed it looked like he wasn't human. It was cool to watch, but where everyone was like, yeah, there's no chance that's healthy for you.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's so hard to make any kind of change like that because it's like it's
Yep.
major. It's that's a major swing change. So we'll
Right.
see what he can do. Like you said, we love
Yep.
watching him play golf. So hopefully he's
Yep.
back sometime soon.
There's not really any guys on tour that you and I don't like. We want to see all these guys play their best golf.
Yeah,
It makes it entertaining.
I agree. I agree. We'll finish with four quick hitters.
Except for maybe Brian Harmon.
You're such a Brian Harmon hater, dude.
I am, man. I'd rather watch paint dry. I don't know what to
Oh,
tell you. Yeah, I would. It's faster.
dude, the waggles are painful. The waggles are so tough. Yeah.
Like, come on now, man. All right,
It's
anyway,
hard to watch.
we
For
move
four
on.
quick hitters to end the gimmies. Scottie Scheffler has finished in the top 10 in 60% of his major starts. That is
I think this
ridiculous.
yeah, that's unbelievable. I think this needs to be a new weekly segment. The weekly insane Scotty or Tiger stat. This fills that quota for this week. We're
Yeah.
set.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. We're good.
Oh yeah.
Joel Damon made his first career ace on tour at the Schwab from
Yes.
186 yards out. Pretty
Oh,
fun to
I love
watch.
Joel Damon.
We
Oh
love
yeah,
Joel
that was a blast. And for a
Damon.
guy like that, you remember his episode, his feature episode. I think it was the fourth episode of the first season of Full Swing. We all got introduced to him as like the jester of the PGA Tour. So I think
Yeah.
everybody just kind of loved him at that point. It's awesome to see that, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
I love it. Rory McIlroy announced that he will play in the inaugural DP World India Championship. He will be the first reigning Masters champ to play in India. He said he's very, very excited for it. So see how he
I
does.
bet he is. However, he's probably getting a huge bag from the European tour for that. There's no way he does that without sponsorship money. That's great. I think it grows the game. Bryson did something. I think it was in some I don't know if it was India or a different country where he went and played around for his YouTube channel and like signed a bunch of autographs. I think it's
Mm,
great. That's an untapped market where I think the game can be grown. It's awesome.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he plays. He should.
Oh yeah.
You'd think he'd walk away with that one, but we'll see what happens.
You would think.
And then, last but not least, the U.S. Women's Open at Erin Hills will be played this week. Erin Hills, of course, where Brooks Koepka won his first, I believe it was a U.S. Open.
It was 2017, the US Open there. Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
That's a great
I don't
course.
believe it's hosted a major since.
I don't either. No. Yeah. It's
Yep.
dude, that course is so it looks so tough. It looks so
Oh
tough.
my gosh.
So
Yeah.
I'm
My
excited to watch
dad
them.
played it in the pouring rain a while ago. He said it was pretty tough. Yeah. He went up there, he had a tea time and it was just pouring rain.
Oh,
But, you that's one of those where you have to take a caddy. Right? He
oh,
said it was a fun challenge.
nice. That's like my worst nightmare is you book a tea
Oh
time
my
at one of those
gosh, for like a
like bucket
dream course,
list
like a
courses.
destination. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're like playing like Kiowa Ocean Course
Yes.
and it
Dude,
just dumps rain. Oh
I've
my
seen
gosh.
so
Oh,
many
I'd still
videos.
play.
Oh yeah, I'd still play too. I've seen so many videos of guys at Pebble on like
Oh
seven,
no.
and it's literally like a hurricane, and they're
Yeah.
just like fighting through it.
Like
It's
what do we do? You have to like you have to hit driver off the tee. Like,
yeah,
oh my
exactly.
gosh.
It's painful. But that is going to wrap up our gimmies. Time for made or missed. Andrew, you are catching up slowly but
I
surely.
am. I've got a chance, man. And my Batia pick last time wasn't too bad. Matsuyama, he was middle of the pack.
Yeah,
One of us, I think maybe this is the week where we get our pick right. There's a big field, lots of stars. And when these stars are out, I feel like one of them is more bound to win it.
I like it. So I have 105 points. You have 98. We are going to start
There's a
this
chance.
episode with Sam Burns. Made or
I'm
missed,
starting
Andrew?
off with it. He's making it. I like it.
All right.
Yep.
This is tough for me. I think he's going to miss it.
Okay, so we're already disagreeing. This is
Yeah.
good. Now, what is the cut? I assume because it's a 72 player
There
field?
actually is a cut for this. Yeah, so
Yes,
it's
yes.
36.
Okay. So it's right down the middle. All right, I
Yeah,
like
should
it.
be.
So top 36 in ties. That's great. Pretty standard. We go down the list. Our next one, Patrick Cantlay. I want to say no, but I'm going to say yes. He's playing too good right now.
Yeah, I'm saying made as well. I think he's also going to make it. Wyndham
Oh,
Clark.
this one's more interesting, I think,
This
Graham.
one's
I'll have you
tough.
go first.
This one's very tough. He's been so up and down.
It's been up and down, yeah.
Um,
Like, you think of him, he's a major champion. So
he is.
he knows how to win.
He
He is a
does know how
major
to win.
champion. But, when it comes to this stuff, it's however you're playing the weekend of the event.
I said missed for Sam Burns. It feels
Yeah.
tough saying missed for Wyndham Clark, but this is just a field of stars, so I'm going to say missed.
I'm with you there, Graham. I really
All
am.
right. Sounds good. Corey Connors.
Canadian. Gotta have one in there. Are we fading him this week?
That's up to you, man. Are you fading the
Oh
Canadians?
man. I'm gonna say no. We're gonna let it ride with the maple syrup.
All right. I like it. I'm going to fade him.
Okay. Well,
I
all
think
right.
he's
We
missing
gotta
it.
have it.
I
Gotta
think
have it.
Tony
Yep.
Finau will make it. What about you?
I don't.
Ooh,
I don't think
dude,
so.
every one of these are like disagreements. Someone's gonna get two
I've
points
got
and
him.
someone's gonna get
I've
nine.
gotta get points. I've gotta get points, you know?
Oh man. Oh, and look who's next, your favorite, Brian Harmon.
Whoop-de-doo. He's played well this year. Like as much as I don't love watching him, he has played good golf. There's
Yeah.
no denying that. But you look at, do you know how many of the top 10 are in this event? I assume it's 9 because
All but
Rory is
eight,
all but
because
Rory.
Bryson's in the
8.
top 10.
Oh, good point. Okay, so everybody who's eligible except for Rory is in this event. Oh man, that's tough. I want to say no, and I'm going to say no
Oh,
because I want to be vindicated.
I'm gonna say makes.
Okay, so we have agreed on 2 thus far.
Yep. Oh
Patrick
my gosh.
Cantlay and Wyndham Clark. Michael Kim, I love Michael Kim. I
Yeah,
really do.
I think
I
he's
don't
gonna
think he
make
has
it.
a shot this week to make it. I don't think he's got a
Wow.
chance.
Wow. Still have only agreed on 2. Nick
Yep.
Taylor, another Canadian,
Did he win this year or did he win last year?
last year.
Last year. It's your turn to go first.
Oh, it's my turn. I think
Yeah,
he's
it is.
going to miss it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's too good of a field.
Yep. Sahith Theegala.
I think we're gonna agree on this one. I say he makes it this week.
Yeah, I
Theegala.
think so too.
Yeah,
I think so.
he's a stud.
Cameron Young finishing it out.
Last one. All right. I go back and forth on this one, man.
I know.
He's like one of those guys he's right in the middle of the pack, and you know what you're doing putting him on the list this week. But I have faith in him. I'll say yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh my gosh, this is the most disagreements we've had in an episode
Fully.
all year for sure.
Oh, this is
And I gotta
crazy.
pull up. Let's look at the odds. So what is it? This is the Memorial, right?
Yeah. Memorial.
Memorial. I almost typed Menorah.
Menorah.
Memorial. Yeah, the keys are right next to each other. Memorial Invitational. I'm gonna pull up the odds. Memorial Tournament. Here we go. Picks. Let's look at the odds. Full field odds. All right, here we go. Scottie Scheffler, no surprise, is at plus 280 to win.
Jeez.
Again,
That's
insane.
absurd.
Yep. Xander Schauffele is second in the odds list at plus 1,400. Colin
Wow.
Morikawa at plus 1,600. JT at plus 1,800. And rounding out the top 5 is Patrick Cantlay at plus 2,000.
Interesting. So who is your winner?
Ludwig Oberg.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, I I want to see him win again, man. He's already won one signature this year. I think he's got it in him again.
Do you know who hasn't won a signature yet this year?
Please say Sepp Straka.
Oh, dude, I
Please say
should.
Sepp Straka.
I'm not
I'm
going
gonna
to.
now. This is a guy who has won this year. You say
Has not won
he's
a
not won a signature, but he has he won an event this year?
no.
No. Okay. You gonna go with Colin Morikawa?
I am going with Colin
I like
Morikawa.
the pick. I like the pick.
I do too. We'll
I
see who
do.
goes.
All right.
I picked him once already this year and he got
Yep.
second and I
I think I
cried.
did too. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
picked him once, and I think he missed the cut.
Well, hopefully
That's
he
the
can
way my
change
luck
it.
has gone this year.
Yeah,
So,
we'll see what happens.
oh
That is gonna
man.
wrap up the episode though.
Yep.
We got
Quick episode. Yep.
quick episode. We got a lot of good stuff though coming up with the Memorial, the U.S. Women's
US Open,
Open,
man.
NCAA.
Yep.
A good week for golf. Very good
Yep.
week.
And
We're
then
gonna
we
have
got
a lot
another
to go
major
over.
preview coming up.
Yeah.
We might be hopping around. You'll be heading out to Cape Cod for your internship in a couple of weeks. So,
Right.
I'll see if I can get my lighting situation a little better. We'll see what we got. I might just have to look like Darth Vader for the rest of the year, or for the rest of the summer. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but it'll be fun. Hopefully
Yep.
everybody's enjoying, and we're still having a blast making it. So golf is golf. It never stops, and we got to move with it.
That's absolutely right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this week's episode of The Cut Line. I'm Graham Nash.
I'm Andrew Hillsman.
We'll see you next week.